I meditated every single day. I tried every technique. I did Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. But still I felt worries and doubt in the back of my mind. Am I doing this right? What if it's not working for me? And maybe you can recognize these kind of thoughts. And then out of nowhere, this 80,000 euro opportunity finally showed up. And at the end of this video, I will tell you the full story of how that opportunity found me and how I manifested it. But before we dive into that part, you first need to understand the most important piece. Because if you really want to understand manifestation, you have to look at the oldest teachers on this planet. Not books, not quotes, but nature. And nothing in nature teaches this better than an ancient tree, right? So you can transform your life and manifest everything you want. So let's dive into lesson number 1. Identify your beliefs, your system on autopilot. And humans forget this. We get stressed. And when we are stressed, we cannot grow, right? We disconnected from our roots and we try to manifest while we are in survival mode. But a nervous system in survival mode cannot create. And no matter how much effort you put in, something inside keeps pulling you back into the old version of you. Once you become aware of your beliefs, you can change your world instantly. So, have you ever noticed how some small triggers can bring you back into the same old emotion? And this is why we use the ancient tree as our guide. Ancient trees show us that real change never starts at the surface. Even in the middle of a storm, they move, they bend, but they do not disconnect from their roots in the ground. They stay balanced, they stay grounded, they stay calm. Every ring is an imprint of its environment. Some rings were shaped by storms and some by sunlight. And they influence the strength and direction of the tree long after those seasons have passed. So your subconscious works in the same way. It stores emotional rings that decide how you respond to life today. So the question here is, who taught you the beliefs you are still living by today? Your attention is everything. And this is where most people go wrong. They fail to manifest the life they want because they do not have a clear picture of their future. And when your vision is fake, you already know what you will manifest, right? More of the same. And this is why a precise blueprint is essential. A clear inner image shows your mind exactly where to go and who you are becoming. And this is why I love using a mind movie. It gives your brain a vivid picture of your future self. You see it, you feel it, and when you stay in those elevated feelings long enough, you begin to manifest the blueprint exactly as you created it. If you are interested, the link is down in the description below. So just like a tree grows from the rings you cannot see, your life grows from the beliefs you are not aware of. If you do not change those inner programs, your outer world will always stay the same. It's as simple as that. So the most important step here is to become aware of your subconscious program. And one of my deepest rings came from my childhood, because my dad became financially successful and sold his company for millions of dollars at a young age. But inside, he still lived with the fear of losing all his money. So I think I absorbed that fear. It entered my system through energy via unconscious patterns I copied. His fear became one of my programs, and that belief shaped me long before I understood what a belief even was. And this is how a limited belief works. It becomes the photograph your mind uses to create your outer world. So even when your situation improves, your inner picture pulls you back into the old reality. A small trigger and the old identity wakes up right away, and you fall back into the same financial frequency again and again and again. So the question is, why does this keep happening even when you want to change, right? So you can take action and you can set goals, you can push harder. But if your internal computer system, your subconscious mind, is still running in the background and he's running an old Windows program, you keep getting the same errors into your life. So your body becomes addicted to the emotions of the past, and it will recreate the same chemistry and the same outcomes to keep you safe. And this is why changing a belief is like replacing the old photograph in your mind with a new one. At first, it feels unfamiliar. Your system wants to return to the picture it already knows, right? Back to the old past. But when you repeat that new image in your head with emotion, something will shift. So life begins to recognize and create a new reality around that new picture you have in your subconscious mind. And this is the moment you stop reinforcing the old emotional pattern. And this is the moment a new ring starts to grow inside of you. So when you recognize these patterns in yourself, you are ready for the next step. And stay with me, because later in this video I share exactly how these lessons helped me to manifest 80,000 euro in a way I never expected. So then we dive into lesson number 2. Get out of survival mode and return to a calm nervous system. Because when life becomes stressful, we disconnect from our roots in life entirely in our mind. We think harder, we try to analyze every detail, and we predict what could go wrong. So the question here is, if overthinking worked, would you not already be living your dream life? So before we dive deeper, the ancient tree shows you something really essential. When the wind picks up, when the wind rises, it does not resist. It simply moves back and forth into the wind. It waits till the storm will pass, without becoming the storm itself. And the tree survives because it never tries to fight reality with force. It stays flexible, it stays aware, and most importantly, it stays connected to its roots in the ground and guide the entire tree back into the balance. And we as humans do exactly the opposite. And that's why we can learn so much from these ancient trees. So this overthinking state, this analyzing brain, pushes the brain into beta brainwaves, the fast thinking state. And beta is not bad by itself, but when it becomes too high and too constant, the body enters survival mode. In survival mode, you are no longer creating, you are protecting yourself. And your heart rate goes up, your breathing becomes shallow, and your awareness narrows. So the question is, how can you create a new future if your body is still living in the chemistry of the past, right? So breath, energy and intention is how you reconnect with your roots. And this is really powerful, because a slow deep breath interrupts the stress response within seconds. And this is backed by a lot of science. It tells your body you are safe. You are really slowing down your system. And these are the brainwaves where the subconscious becomes reachable to reprogram the programs. So when your mind becomes loud, and when your thoughts speed up, when you are thinking, when you are doubting or pressure returns, it's important to pause and to breathe. Not a quick inhale, but a slow breath that expands your ribs and brings awareness down into your body. And with every exhale, you let go of unnecessary tension. And with every inhale, you return into balance. And this creates the foundation for the emotional work in the next lesson. Lesson 3. Enter the feeling state and create emotional coherence. Maybe you have had days where you feel hopeful, aligned and connected with your future. But then something small happens and suddenly you fall right back into doubt, stress or frustration. And this emotional inconsistency keeps you from building the transformation you would like to experience. So the question is, how many times have you promised yourself you would change only to feel the same old emotions again? And this is where the ancient tree reveals a deeper truth. A tree is not just wood and leaves. It has a living energy field. It feels, it responds, it emits energy into its environment. And if you do not believe me, there's an amazing channel called Biomusic Vibrations. I recommend you to listen to it. These are bioelectric frequencies, and what you hear are frequencies generated by plants and living beings. Pure nature. This channel uses the subtle electrical impulses of plants and transforms them into sounds through modular synthesizers. Through this method, it allows us to listen literally to the frequencies that nature is sending out. It is really awesome. And HeartMath has also done decades of research on trees. And their question was simple. Could human love nourish a tree? Could collective appreciation ripple across distance and spark a change in nature itself? They did an experiment with 380 non-local people through a Zoom meeting, sending love and sending appreciation to one of 4 sugar gum maple trees for 10 minutes each day over 4 days. And you can see this on the screen. So the tree that was receiving focused love responded with an increased amplitude in its circadian rhythm. And when a tree is calm and coherent on the inside, it radiates stability outward. And other living beings can sense that stability. So if a tree can shift its energy based on love, on coherence, what do you think your energy is doing all day? Because humans work the same way. Your emotional state is your field. And this field is important because your field is the signal you are sending out to the world. And your signal determines the frequency you send and receive. And it also determines what you attract from the outside world, right? So when you feel stressed, when you feel doubtful or frustrated, you send out lower frequencies. And because the universe responds to energy and not matter or not words, you begin to attract people, situations and experiences that match that lower frequency. But when you feel grateful, when you feel joyful and connected to the future, you send out a higher frequency. And then life begins to reorganize itself around that energy field. And suddenly new things happen into your life, even when you think it's a coincidence. And that's why going into nature every single day is such an underrated advice. It can increase your frequency right away. And this is not positive thinking. This is how the field around your body works. And what you feel becomes the vibration you broadcast every day. And whatever vibration you broadcast is exactly what comes back to you. And this is why falling back into doubt matters. Not because doubt is wrong, but because doubt is a feeling state that vibrates on a lower frequency scale. So if your emotions are broadcasting your future, what signal have you been sending? And when you practice this, even for a few moments a day, your emotional state becomes more consistent. Your field, your heart, and your brain becomes more coherent. And after applying these 3 lessons, money began flowing in through different channels. Some were expected and some were completely surprising. So it's just like when you buy a specific car, for example, and suddenly you drive on the road and you see the car, you see it in your street, you see it everywhere. And the same thing applied to my financial life. 4 years ago, I manifested my dream house. And during that time, I also managed to manifest another apartment that my girlfriend and I now rent out on Airbnb. And this apartment gives us a monthly income stream, and the way it came to us was incredible. We were able to buy the apartment for €75,000 below the market price. And that opportunity came out of nowhere, yet it was perfectly aligned. Or take the brand new electric cargo bike we recently came across. Normally it costs around $5,000 like you can see on the website, but we were able to get it for half of the price. Why? Because someone we had helped earlier suddenly needed to leave the country within a couple of days, and they offered it to us first. And these opportunities were not forced. They were not created through stress or overthinking or pushing or forcing. They were attracted through alignment. But if you want to go deeper into this and understand the 7 biggest lessons I learned from doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations wrong for years, I made a full video about it here. The 7 lessons I learned and how I fixed them. So let me know in the comments below which lesson connected the most with you. Okay guys, love you all, stay in the game, and see you in the next video.